Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. This is a new uh, program I got. You see the moniker, Obama is better. This is a wild day, a very wild and bumpy road. Did you all see? Did you all see what happened last night? Was anybody watching what happened last night? 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, while normal, hardworking Americans are asleep trying to figure out how to pay rent and buy groceries. Fill up the gas tank. Survive another week in this economy. Donald Trump is once again having a full-blown, unhinged meltdown over Barack Obama. Years after Obama left office, years, this man cannot let it go. Obama is living rent-free, mortgage-free, property-free, tax-free, penthouse suite-free in Donald Trump's head. Donald Trump started it, though. Everything. It always seemed to circle back to Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, okay? Stubbed his toe. It's Obama fault. Bad poll numbers. It's Obama fault. Obama rigged it. Empty seats at a rally. Obama must have personally told people to stay at home. Okay? This is what we get with Obama. Obama ain't said nothing to Donald Trump.
Trump is cooked, dog. He just put out something on True Social where he's like, what's happening to all my boys? And even some of my gals. The Epstein files, it was Obama and Biden who created them. Wait, what? That's a new one. Obama and Biden created the Epstein files? Yeah, like Russia.
Trump has been up for the last 3 hours posting crazy conspiracy theories on his Truth Social, stuff about the 2016 election and Obama, alleging that he knew about Hillary Clinton's secret email server from far-right radical websites and outlets. He's posting about the 2020 election and how it was stolen from him. Crazy stuff, guys. This is what the president of the United States is up late at night focusing on.
The president of the United States reposted an account called Cat Turd at 1 a.m., 50 posts about Barack Obama in one night from the sitting president. Let me show you what was actually happening inside the Oval Office last night. Trump reposted an account called Cat Turd 2. I am not making this up. The literal sitting president of the United States amplifying an account named Cat Turd. The post? Arrest Obama the traitor. Then he reposted a QAnon account pretending to be JFK Jr., yes, the dead one. The post said the next drop will be shocking. Drops, like QAnon drops, from inside the Oval Office at 1 in the morning. Then it gets darker. Trump posts, quote, Obama is the most demonic force in American politics in decades. Then, bigger than Watergate, straight up sedition. Then, arrest the renegade. Then, 20 CIA and FBI agents dropped a political nuke on Obama. 50 posts in one night.
Last night, Donald Trump had one of his worst mental health episodes yet, posting over 55 times on social media between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. in the morning, and most of it was conspiracy garbage. And I'm going to show you just some of the posts, and buckle up because it gets crazy. At 10:15 p.m., he accused Obama of plotting a coup against him in 2016. At 10:15 p.m., Trump said that Obama worked with the CIA to discredit him. At 10:15 p.m. as well, he reposted a tweet from a MAGA account account saying, "Arrest Obama, the traitor." Then at 10:22 p.m., he attacked Dominion voting systems, saying they switched votes from Trump to Biden in 2020. He's still focused on that election, and of course, this is not true. At 10:22 p.m., he attacked Fulton County, Georgia, saying that there was fraud there as well in 2020. There was none. Then at 10:23, he accuses Obama of making $120 million from Obamacare, which is just ludicrous. At 10:23, he cites quack lawyer Sidney Powell, who claimed that there was fraud in 2020. There was not. We're noticing a pattern. He's really obsessed with Obama and the 2020.
That's the wild part right there. That is the wildest part. Okay. Why is he so obsessed with his predecessor? Why? We don't know. You started it though. This man who cannot escape the shadow of his predecessor. He loves to hate more than anything else. Let's go back to the beginning because people need to remember how this war started. This all started. Trump is the one who launched this. Trump is the mainstream, the birther conspiracy. Trump did that. Trump spent years pushing the disgusting lie that Obama wasn't born in the United States. Trump pushed that disgusting lie. He said he wasn't really one of us, that he wasn't legitimate. He fed that garbage to millions of angry followers. They ate that shit up with a spoon. And it became the emotional rocket fuel for his entire political rise. Donald Trump started this. Why? Because a calm, articulate, highly educated black man with a beautiful, stable family standing in the White House was something certain corners of this country simply could not process. Trump didn't invent the resentment, but he weaponized it. He poured gasoline on it. He lit the match for it, and he rolled that wave straight into the Republican nomination. And now years later, he's still up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, raging like the wound never closed and never will. You want to know why this eats his ass so bad? Let's talk about the man he can't stop attacking. Let's lay out Barack Obama's actual records, okay? Not the cartoon villain version they scream about, that MAGA scream about online, but the real achievements from Barack Obama's early life. Because when you put it side by side with Trump, the jealousy, the obsession, and the insecurity start making perfect sense as to why Donald Trump can't forget about Barack Obama. Barack Obama was raised primarily by a single mother and his grandparents with zero inherited wealth, zero family political dynasty, zero silver spoon, zero skyscrapers or trust funds handed to him on a platter. Barack Obama excelled academically despite a rootless, turbulent childhood, eventually graduating from Columbia University. He moved to Chicago and worked as a community organizer on the South Side, helping struggling families and neighborhoods fight unemployment, housing. Graduated magna cum laude from Harvard Law School, one of the most prestigious law schools in the world. Became the first black president of the Harvard Law Review. Y'all better stop playing with me about Obama. A groundbreaking academic and leadership achievement that put him on the map. Worked as a civil rights attorney, taking on discrimination cases and fighting for justice in the courts. Taught constitutional law as a professor at the University of Chicago Law School. Got elected to the Illinois State Senate. I didn't never tell y'all, but I met Barack Obama before he became president. When he launched his bid to be senator, he came to my hometown, and I got to walk across the stage and shake his hand and meet Barack Obama before he became president. Okay. That's how I knew that he was a genuine human being when I sat in that theater and heard him speak when he was a senator in Illinois. Okay. He was becoming a senator when I met him, when I met Barack Obama, before he had the ambition to become a president. Okay. Hold on. Before he became president. Okay. He delivered that 2004 Democratic National Convention keynote speech that electrified the whole country. Not a white America, not a black America. This is a full states, United States America. That speech made him a star overnight. Elected to the United States Senate from Illinois. I'm from Illinois. He came to my hometown to talk. That's how I met Barack Obama before he became president. Before he became a senator, I met Barack Obama. And then again, against all historical odds, he was elected the first black president of the United States in 2008. A historical milestone that reshaped what's possibly in this country, what's possible in this country. And will be taught in schools for generations about how he did that. That's not a resume built on reality TV like Donald Trump and name recognition. That's intellect, discipline, hustle, and a rising because of his merit. Now let's get into what he actually accomplished as president, because I hear a lot of y'all goofies out there talking about what Barack Obama didn't do. Okay, Barack Obama did a lot as the president, because the haters never want this list read out loud because they hating. They always hating. But he got a clear list of what the things he achieved as a president. He passed the Affordable Care Act. He did that. That was an accomplishment. That was an achievement that nobody had done. He took office during the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression and pulled us out of that ditch. He bailed out the American auto industry. He did that. Saved General Motors, Chrysler, all of that. Authorized the military operation that killed Osama bin Laden. So y'all stop playing with me about Barack Obama. Reduced large-scale U.S. combat troop presences in Iraq as part of a winding down of that war. Reestablished diplomatic relations with Cuba after more than 5 decades of isolation from Cuba. Helped lead the negotiation of the Paris Agreement on climate change, uniting nearly 200 countries in the biggest effort to help the world, the planet. Dramatically expanded renewable energy, raised fuel efficiency standards, signed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act for women, day one. Cracking down on wage discrimination, supported marriage equality and expanded protection for LGBTQ Americans. Reduced sentencing disparities between crack and powder cocaine. Granted clemency and commutation to hundreds of nonviolent drug offenders. Pushed early childhood education program, and he left office after 2 full terms with no major personal corruption, scandals, money scandals, personal scandals, not dragging the presidency through endless drama. Y'all better quit playing with me about Obama. One of the best presidents of my lifetime, with Biden being up there. Okay, stop it. And Donald Trump knows that he can never compare to Barack Obama. He can never compare to Barack Obama. And on top of all that, he earned genuine respect. Genuine respect. Okay? Around the world. He maintained some of the highest international approval ratings of any modern day president. Stop it. World leaders respected his composure and his intellect on the global stage. He projected dignity, calm confidence, and thoughtful diplomacy. People saw that full package about that man. A sharp mind, quick wit, visibly, deeply in love with his wife, Michelle, and his daughter and his kids. A stable, inspirational black family in the White House. A story of mixed heritage, black and white. Obama is black and white. From humble beginnings that inspired millions globally. You wish y'all could step into his shoes. Y'all wish you could ever step into that man's shoes. Large numbers of women around the world and here at home connected with that image. He became the son, the father, the brother, the grandson of many black folk when he became president. We feared for his life when he was a president. Okay? The discipline, the swag, the family values, the historic breakthrough. Many who disagree with his policy still admire how he carries himself. So y'all better stop playing with me when it comes to Obama. The global respect this man has and cultural influence didn't vanish when he left office. It still lingers there. That's why he can go to Canada and be accepted like he was a president, like he was still a president. He can go anywhere and be accepted and respected. Anywhere. And that's exactly why it drives the Trump and his MAGAs absolutely insane with jealousy and resentment. They want to paint Obama as some kind of traitor or deep state villain who ruined the country. Y'all need to stop it. But when you stack up this young man who came from nothing and achieved all this, the president who delivered measurable results, and the international figure who still gets applause overseas, at home, anywhere he go, the constant 3 a.m. meltdowns start to look like pure seething jealousy, comparison, and envy that this president continues to do every fucking night when he breaks that, when he loses his mind about Obama. Obama did it without Trump's massive head start of money, connections, wealth, and friendships. Obama's image of composure survived every attack that anybody could throw at him. The louder Trump yells genius and demands worship, the more people remember a president who never had to beg for respect. Obama don't have to beg for respect. Obama got it. Obama got it by the people who matter the most. We don't want to hear your shit about Biden falling asleep ever again with your unhinged lunatic of a pedo-friendly president doing it every goddamn time he get into a meeting. Trump has no damn room to speak about Biden or Obama ever again after last night's lunacy, after the bullshit he pulled last night. None whatsoever. Zero, nada. After that embarrassing, obsessive all-night rage session that Trump did, the hypocrisy is off the charts. Your president is unhinged. He is a lunatic, and y'all need to get rid of him out of that office. But since y'all don't want to do that, have at it. Let the world look at your president crazy. We used to people looking at your president crazy. Okay? You don't get to lecture. None of you maggots get to lecture anybody about fitness, sleep, or leadership when you're the one punching your phone when your leader is punching the phone in the middle of the night, fighting ghosts from a decade ago. He can't let Obama go because Obama stands head and shoulders above him in every way. In every way, Obama stands head and shoulders. So here we go again, another night of your president ranting and raving, another unhinged 3 a.m. meltdown. Trump screaming into the void about Obama while the rest of the country tries to live our lives. MAGA right there with him. He's treasonous. He shouldn't be in Canada. Yes, he should be in Canada because don't nobody want your president in Canada. Don't nobody want to see your president. Cry harder, maggots. Cry harder. Okay? Still blaming Obama for every damn problem under the sun when you need to be looking at your damn president. You need to be looking at this president. Still pretending that Obama, who left office years ago, is the root of all y'all damn pain. Y'all lost y'all damn mind when he put on a brown suit. That's crazy. Okay? That's wild. Obama isn't just a former president to y'all. He's the measuring stick y'all can never measure up to. He's the measuring stick that y'all president can never measure up to. Let's be clear about that. Obama is the symbol of composure, intellect, family stability, and global respect. None of y'all can tear down, no matter how loud y'all get about Obama. He is the success story that highlights the differences in paths that your president, Trump, and him have taken. No amount of late night rants erase Obama's record. No conspiracy erases the respect that Obama has all over this world. No obsession changes that history. No matter what your president rants and raves, Obama got more respect than Donald Trump ever will. If Obama was so weak, so terrible, so irrelevant, why are y'all still so consumed about Obama? Every time I get one of you goofies in my chat talking about Obama was the most terrible president, projection much? No, your president is the worst president of our history, of our lifetime. Okay? Why does he stay in y'all's mind rent-free after all these years? If he was such a terrible man, a terrible president, why y'all always comparing Donald Trump to him? Because you can't compare him to Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't touch Obama's feet. He can't touch his feet. He can't touch his coattail. He can't touch his education. He can't touch his demeanor. He can't touch his marriage. He can't touch none of that. Okay? He can't touch nothing when it comes to Obama. Deep down, the comparison with Obama to Trump hurts y'all. It hurts y'all because the image never dies, because the achievements will stand, because the world still remembers this calm, the family, the historical first, and that truth keeps y'all up late at night, specifically Donald Trump, late at night, knowing that the world loves this man, has loved this man since they met him, loved his composure, loved his decency, loved his smile, loved everything about this president. Hate, cry harder, MAGA, cry harder. Okay? Regular Americans are out here grinding. Trump is still shadow boxing his predecessor from 2017. That's not strength. Ain't nothing about what President Trump do is strength. That's insecurity on full blast. Y'all should have saw him ranting and raving last night. All them tweets, 50 tweets about Obama, 50 tweets. A meltdown because he went to Canada and got greeted like a king in Canada, which your president ain't never did. The first overseas trip that Obama made was to Canada, to his neighbors, letting them know that we are neighbors. We on the same land mass. We gonna work together. Hating. Okay. Last night proved it one more time. Obama already won that battle years ago. The endless ranting just confirms it every single night. And President Trump started this shit. He started it. He the one who came out and said Obama wasn't born here, wasn't raised here, ain't one of us. Obama is, I venture to say, Obama is more one of us than Trump is. Obama came from humble beginning. He came from a poor family. He came from a regular, ordinary family with a single mother. Okay? I think Obama is more one of us than Trump will ever be, could ever be, wants to be. Okay? So when people get to talking about Obama, this and Obama, I don't even listen to y'all because y'all goofy. Only goofy people got a problem with Obama. There's things that Obama did don't nobody like, but he head and shoulders above this president, and he always will be. Donald Trump can't touch him. He never could. He just never could, and he never will. Okay? And he never will. And that's what y'all got to deal with. And I'm going to laugh because y'all going to cry harder, cry. Because the real honest to God truth is Barack Obama is a better human being, a better husband, a better father, a better president, a better leader than Donald Trump can ever hope to be. And you can hate that all you want to because it is what it is. And this ain't about Trump. This is about Obama and y'all making sure y'all put respect on his name. Because this president is too trifling and too much of a petty human being. That's how I know Barack Obama is far and above Trump could ever be. Because your president, Trump, is petty. Always. Always. And he can never get past it because that's the kind of human being that he is. He's a petty human being who had money and who had family and who had connections. And he knows that he can never compare to Obama. And he can never even look at Obama's shoes and get the respect that Obama will always have. So when Obama went to Canada to do those speeches and he was greeted by the Prime Minister of Canada, Barack Obama just went to do some speeches. That's all he went to do a seminar, a speech. And the Prime Minister, the President, is it Prime Minister or President? Prime Minister or the President of Canada, Prime Minister of Canada came out to greet Obama. That's how important, that's how much respect leaders around the world had for Obama. And you MAGAs lost your mind. You lost your mind because the jealousy is real. Keep being jealous. We want you to be. We want you to be. Okay? We want you to be. Keep being jealous. Now, if you like my content or you don't like my content, do whatever. Put the like, put the hate, however you want to do it. Okay? Yes. Barack Obama will forever have the respect around this world, more so than Donald Trump ever will and ever could. Black America. I told you you're a Republican, so you one of those MAGA people. So, like I said, y'all don't get it. Good. I'm glad for you, Sam Getty. I'm glad you voted for Trump. Keep voting for Trump. Keep voting for the losing team, sir. If you like my content, please put a like, share, subscribe, put a comment in the comment section. Do what you got to do. And I'll be back tonight. I'll be back tonight for some more content at 10 o'clock.